Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Fortner, independent consultant with The Pampered Chef, and I help busy people prepare budget-friendly meals that are quick and easy using high-quality kitchen tools, nutritious and delicious recipes, and awesome tips. So today I'm going to be unboxing our CSA box. If you're not familiar with CSA, it's Community Supported Agriculture, and if you want to look for opportunities in your area, you can go to localharvest.org, and it'll let you know where your farmers markets are and your local CSAs. So for CSA, you pay in advance, you buy a share in a farm, and then throughout that season, as food is harvested, you get your share back. So we get a large share every week during this season, which is for us is June through October. And whatever is ripe at the time, and that varies. Even in our newsletter from our farmers, sometimes they're like, well, we'll see what's ripe when the time comes. So we don't always know what we're getting. They usually have a good idea though, and they're pretty spot on. But it all depends on what's going on. It's like walking out to your garden, right, and picking what's available. So, all dependent on the weather, whether how hot or cold it is, how much rain we're getting, all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, let's go ahead and dig into this week's box. I've lost track of which box this is. I want to say I missed going live on the last one. And then we had a week off, I think. So this might be box number 4, but I'm not positive. So anyway, let's dig in. Okay, it is still early in the season. We haven't hit a lot of hot days here in central New York, so greens are still pretty prominent, which is awesome. Because we love our salad and we love our greens. Exposing ourselves to more and more of them. So, and greens are just so healthy for us. I know Dr. Esselstyn at the Cleveland Clinic, when he works with heart patients, he actually recommends 6 servings of greens per day for heart health. So anyway, here is our fresh lettuce. We're just going to make a beautiful salad. This will probably be tomorrow because we've got something else going on tonight. But this beautiful salad here, lettuce for salad. We have some rainbow chard. And knowing us lately, we've really kind of fallen in love with the sog recipe that we found, which is an blended greens recipe with Indian spices. It's an Indian recipe, so we may go with that. But these I've also seen these used as burrito wrappers. So if you're on a low carb diet, you can do those instead of your flour wrappers. So, and that'll also get another green into you. We have celery here, and this is more, look at that, isn't that beautiful? She said this is more, you can see how thin it is, so it's not really like the celery that we get in the grocery store, not necessarily what you would normally use for snacking or for your veggie trays, but this is going to be great for cooking. So I'll either cook it up in something this week, or I may chop it up and freeze it for soups this coming fall and winter. One of the things I miss from my grocery store is they used to have a frozen mirepoix, which is your celery, onions, and carrots, your soup starter. And they haven't had that for a couple of years now. So I've thought about pre-making that, because it's so great to have everything pre-chopped and just grab that bag out, right? So you can have the dump and go soup. So I may start working on a bit of that, with the celery there. Okay, and we have, more broccolini and a combination. We got some broccolini. And we have some pole beans. Yum. Okay, so we're probably looking at a stir fry here later in the week, is my guess. So, the other thing with that broccoli, we could do roasted broccoli with it. So, and we have some basil. This is making me rethink my discussion on the rainbow chard. So, we have some beautiful basil here. So this may go into actually, there's not enough here for a whole recipe of pesto, but if I combine it with the rainbow chard, that will give us enough of a pesto flavor while using both items there. So, okay, and we have beets. Love these. So these will, I love beet chips, so I may make some beet chips out of these. Or we have this awesome red flannel hash that we make, and also using the greens. So the greens may end up in a sog with the rainbow chard depending on how the week goes. But don't waste these, okay? These are great. They're healthy. Go ahead and cook them up. Whether it be in a beans and greens dish, or like I said, in a sog or something like that. Don't let those go to waste. And then the beets, again, roasted beets for beet burgers, or like I said, the hash, or some beet chips or something like that. You can also roast them and freeze them for later use. Okay, let's see here. That's a little piece of the broccolini that fell out. Okay, we have, let's see, the arugula. So, arugula, more greens here. These are a little bit, it says on the label here, a little bit of spiciness to them. So they're great sauteed with, and you can put them in a salad, but I also like to saute them with some vegetables for either a, what am I thinking of? Like a dinner veggie saute or breakfast vegetables or something like that. So you can even mix it up with, you know, an omelet or something like that. So okay, there's a bunch of pieces here of, I may not pull these all out for you right now, but we have, oh, maybe I can, let me see here. The broccoli. Broccoli is in. Oh, we absolutely love broccoli. We go through so much broccoli in our house. When it's not in season, we're buying like 4 frozen bags a week. So we'll either steam that or saute it with that stir fry I was talking about. We can also steam it and add it to, we've got a broccoli and cheddar. It's not real cheddar because we don't do dairy, but a soup like that. So lots of options on the broccoli. Here we have our snap peas, sorry. These are our peas. And these are ones that we're not going to open them up and pull the peas out. We're actually just going to snap off the top, do that, and then we're just going to eat the whole thing. So lots of good, nutritious, they're, you know, nice and sweet, tasty, great for snacking. So like this time of day when your dinner's coming and you want something to eat, but you don't want to ruin your dinner, or you're really tempted to make some not so great food choices, this is a great way to get you through that time. So, and last but not least, it wouldn't be summer if we weren't digging into the zucchini. And let's see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zucchinis. So there's going to be a lot of zucchini. And I was thinking of all the different things I can do with zucchini, and at this rate, I think I can do them all this week. So we're talking zucchini bread, zucchini muffins, zucchini fritters, which I did last week. They were so awesome. Stir fry, anything like that. Roasted zucchini, you can do that. I was thinking something else with that too, and now I've blanked on it. Earlier today, I did a live on our Taste Buds recipes, and there are a number of this month's Taste Buds recipes that will easily use this week's produce. So that's one of the things I love about Taste Buds is it gives us, it's very seasonal. So the summer recipes will fully take advantage of summer produce. That being said, they're adaptable. So if you're looking at a Taste Buds recipe and a summer Taste Buds recipe in the fall, you can usually swap it out for some fall veggies, and it's totally great. So anyway, that is this week's CSA box. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to share those below, and I will answer as soon as I can. If you know someone who's looking for ideas of what to do with this season's fresh produce, feel free to share this video with them. And be sure to like, subscribe, whatever platform you're on that notifies you whenever I come back on, so you know when I do this again. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.